MMA is a place where athleticism meets brutality. Think of a lion hunting down a gazelle. That is the kind of wild action that we are talking about. We have seen fighters pull off moves that make our jaws hit the floor. But beyond the technical knockouts and strategic takedowns, there exists a darker side to MMA. These are the nastiest moves and the dirtiest tactics and inhumane acts that'll make you wince and wonder, did that really just happen? This is a journey where the line between hero and villain blurs in a haze of sweat and blood. Let's kick things off with the legendary Anderson Silva and his front kick knockout. Remember that? Silva, like a ninja, snaps his leg out and bam! The impact was instantaneous, sending Vitor Belfort crumpling onto the canvas like a felled tree. The speed and accuracy of the kick mirrored the strike of a viper, silent and deadly, leaving the stunned audience breathless. I mean, it was like watching a cobra strike, fast, deadly, and totally out of the blue. Up next comes Jon Bones Jones, a name that is synonymous with controversy in MMA. This guy has got a knack for eye pokes and dirty tactics. Remember when he faced Glover Teixeira? Jones went for the eyes like he was trying to win a prize for the nastiest poke. And don't get me started on those kicks. They're not just painful, they are career enders. Can you blame fans for gritting their teeth? Memories raw from Jones's dance on the razor's edge between genius and brutality. But Jones isn't the only one with dirty tricks up his sleeve. Take the fight between Matt Mitrione and Fedor Emelianenko. Eye pokes left, right, and center. It was like they were playing a twisted game of tag you're it, but with eyes. And what about Vanderlei Silva? That face stomp he pulled off was more suited for a street brawl than an MMA match. In a moment of brutal pragmatism, the line between sanctioned combat and barbaric street brawl blurs alarmingly. Moving on, who can forget the Korean zombie, Chan Sung Young's twister submission? With a lightning-fast switch, Young wrapped his legs around Garcia's torso like a python constricting its prey. He twisted Leonard Garcia like he was wringing out a wet towel. Now that is not just skill, that is some serious creativity in the cage. It was like watching a jiu-jitsu master unknotting a human knot with each twist and turn as a testament to Young's power and Garcia's suffering. Next up, we have got the flying knee from hell by Jorge Masvidal. Poor Ben Askren did not see that one coming. 5 seconds? That is all it took. Masvidal, known for his street brawling style, had pulled off a maneuver more commonly seen in video games. He launched himself like a missile and boom! It was like watching a wrecking ball demolish a building. The referee rushed in, waving off the fight before the 5-second mark even elapsed. Absolutely brutal. The image of Masvidal soaring through the air, knee outstretched, remains etched in fight fans' memories. And don't forget about Ronda Rousey's armbar. Rousey, a judo black belt with Olympian reflexes, explodes into action. She snatches arms like a kid grabbing candy. Curious about how she does it? Rousey closes the distance and in a blink snags her opponent's arm like a hungry python coiling around its prey. Her legs clamp around their body, squeezing with the relentless pressure of a hydraulic press. The opponent's face fills with pain, their attempts to escape futile as Rousey cranks the armbar tighter and tighter. Every time she locked it in, you knew it was game over. Victory swift and absolute belongs to the queen of armbars. So let's throw a bit of a curveball in here. Remember when Matt Hughes turned the tables on Frank Trigg? That wasn't just a takedown, it was a pure display of Herculean health. Hughes carried Trigg across the cage as if he weighed nothing more than a feather. The crowd was buzzing and hearts were racing. It was like witnessing a scene from a superhero blockbuster, where the hero just effortlessly lifts a car. And that slam to the mat, it was pure raw power and a determination that bordered on superhuman. Unreal strength and technique. Now, let's talk about Rousimar Palhares. Now, this guy's love affair with leg locks went a little too far. His victories were often controversial, as he frequently held on to submissions long after his opponents had tapped out. Palhares, with his muscular build and signature scowl, cinches in a knee bar or a heel hook. His opponent, suffering in immense pain, taps the mat repeatedly, signaling for the submission. I mean, come on, talk about being a sore winner. And remember when young Duje out of nowhere leaps and delivers a brutal stomp right to Kim's face? It was so brutal even the dust bunnies under my bed felt that impact. Now this moment of madness not only led to Young's disqualification, but also handed Kim an unexpected victory. It was a clear reminder of just how quickly respect can turn into controversy in the MMA world. But wait, because there's more. Michael Chandler's blood-spitting moment with Dustin Poirier was straight out of a horror movie. The fight was a grueling back-and-forth affair, with both fighters pushing their limits. Both sustained significant injuries throughout the fight, including cuts and swelling. In the third round, Chandler, visibly exhausted and bloodied, spat out a mouthful of blood. This moment was captured on camera and quickly went viral. It was all about taking psychological warfare to a bloody new level. And Paddy the Baddy? Well, while his boisterous personality and enthusiasm are undeniable, some have criticized his post-fight celebration as being disrespectful or lacking in class. Paddy's disrespectful celebrations, such as jumping on the octagon fence or interacting with the crowd, overshadow his opponent's effort and sacrifice in the fight. Now, winning's great, but come on, show some class. But the disrespect doesn't end there. The Honorable Drew Chapman decided to front flip off of his defeated opponent's back. I mean, come on, isn't that a low blow to sportsmanship? Now, before we continue, a quick pause. If you are enjoying this wild ride through MMA's nastiest moments, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Got any dirty moves that we missed? Drop a comment below and let us know. Now, back to the action. How about Anthony Pettis running off of the cage and landing that super kick on Benson Henderson? That move was straight out of a comic book. Pettis looked like Spider-Man swinging through New York City. It wasn't just a victory, it was a declaration, a testament to the boundless audacity of human power and potential. Absolutely breathtaking and unexpected. Now, we can't overlook Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson's suplex to armbar on Ray Borg. It was a combination of strength, speed, and technique. Johnson treated Borg like a rag doll, tossing him in the air. Before his opponent can react, Johnson seamlessly transitions into an armbar, trapping the arm and applying relentless pressure. It was a display of dominance that left all speechless. And speaking of dominance, let's not forget about Khabib Nurmagomedov. His ground and pound is like watching a bear maul its prey. And the way he dominated Conor McGregor was a testament to his relentless smothering style. After he won the fight, Khabib jumped over the fence to attack Conor McGregor's jiu-jitsu coach Dylan Dennis after multiple taunts. Afterwards, all hell breaks loose as one of Khabib's crew jumps into the octagon to take a cheap shot at Conor McGregor. Now on to Shinya Aoki's infamous arm break. Fueled by revenge, he didn't just win the fight, he left his opponent with a lasting souvenir, a broken arm. That's not just dirty, it's brutal. But nothing beats Gilbert Yvel's knockout. Not of his opponent, but of the referee. That's right, he punched the ref. And last but not least, let's give a shout out to the Diaz brothers. Their Stockton slap isn't just a move, it's a statement. It's like they're saying, I'm not just going to beat you, I'm going to disrespect you while doing it. Pure gangster. And moving on from the chaos, let's talk about other infamous instances. I mean, how about fighters who take the term fighting dirty to a literal level? We have seen it all, from accidental bodily functions mid-fight to intentional gross misconduct. And it's not just about the physical moves, it's the mind games and the psychological warfare that make these moments unforgettable. But one thing is clear, it's not just the fighters who can be dirty, sometimes it's the decisions at the missed calls by refs or the overlooked fouls that add to the controversy. The world of MMA is unpredictable, and these instances prove that anything can happen inside the octagon. Now, each of these moments left a mark on MMA history, but they also raise some questions. Where do we draw the line between competitive aggression and outright disrespect? How do these moments affect the fighters, the fans, and the sport's reputation? It is a conversation worth having, and we want to hear your thoughts. Until next time.